Dun, dun. So I'm not sure if we are alive here, but looks like something. Guys, I need your help a little bit. Before we get started, I have to do some just to make sure that we can hear each other. Not probably I will not gonna hear you, but at least if you can hear me, there should be somewhere the chat box on your screen, and chat box on your screen. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen. That's kind of like important. Take your coffee or tea or whatever you drink, cold, hot. Let me know. I can't see anything on the chat box, so makes me I can. Oh, all right. Okay. Martin is here. Hi, Martin. I can see. Okay, what you see? Do you see? What do you see? Let me know. What do you see? I don't need you to see me. I need to see my screen. Can you see my screen, which is the Earl Nightingale's picture on the screen? Can you see that one? Okay, good. Some more people. Yes, I can see screen and go. Cool. Okay, that means we are very close to our success. So let us wait a little bit. We have a few minutes left, and somebody is just popping up right now, which is cool. This is very informal, as it's not kind of like webinar, even if it's even not kind of like masterminding yet. It's just pre-framing, I would say, for a mastermind, okay? Because we have to be on the same page before we start. And I would really love to share with you the whole concept about what it's gonna be and how it will I think you see my screen, also the keynotes on the left hand side. It's not so many pages. We will go through just few pages. I will share with you something at least. And please, you can write comments. I will follow your comments and questions on the side there in your box. Okay. I hope you got your cup of coffee, or I got my coffee, or maybe you want to drink something else. It's fine. One thing I want to address at the very beginning now, I will repeat this again during this session together, that we are not discussing problems here. Okay, this is the one point of masterminding. We have to be clear, and we have to be on the same page that we are not discussing problems. We are not bringing up questions like, hey, I have this situation, customer is sending return, and they couldn't find where to send the return, and Amazon's printed label doesn't work, and what shall I do, and stuff like this. This is not for the mastermind, guys. This is not what mastermind means. Okay, so that's why I'm just warning you. Do not even try to type the questions kind of like for looking for to solve the problem. Okay, this is we are talking here about success, and whatever we can apply, whatever advice you can give to succeed. All right, so let's get started. We are on the right spot here. So no, that's surprise. Just few members are here. All right, so I can see only few. Let me know who are in the house right now. I see there is I see few names only here. I need some more names because just give me your name or wherever you are from. It would be helpful to see at least some of you. The names I can recognize probably, and I'm not sure if I can spell them, but I can recognize by the names and to know who is the active, who is active here. All right, so, okay, I got few names here. Anybody else? Anybody else is here in the house today? I got only, okay, some more, okay. All right, I see some, okay, good. Cool, okay, at least I got some names. I know that I'm not talking to myself, and I'm talking to at least few people here. All right, guys, as far as I know, this is the most successful self-development, how to say, the guy on the screen, you see the Earl Nightingale, and he is the influencer of all the life coaching and self-development industry in the world. Okay, as far as I know, okay, he's the one who started all this mindset stuff and the success and stuff like this. I'm quite sure Americans, you have to know that. You have to know him for sure. You have to know. You probably don't know the Ronald Trump, but you have to know this guy. Okay, so if you don't know Ronald Trump, it doesn't matter anything. But if you don't know this guy, it matters a lot. Okay, because my suggestion, the number one thing, what I want you and everybody in from the streaming club is it's just my recommendation. Okay, just you can find this guy on YouTube. On it's his recordings. He's gone. Well, but his recordings is still out there in on a YouTube, and just try to dig into his stuff, because I'm sharing with you here in the streaming club. I will gonna share you only what I have been experienced, okay? Because I know that there is a different kind of approach in dropshipping and different kind of approach in making money, all right? And I don't know all of those approaches. Probably there is a more successful approach than mine. I'm quite okay with this, okay, because I'm not the top and number one in the dropshipping field. I don't know, I don't care about that, but I know what I have been doing, and I know what has been making changes in my life, and this is exactly what I want to find between you, in midst of you guys. I want to just connect with the same mindset people, with the same people who have the same mindset. And that's why I'm just bringing up this guy, because this guy, when I started to listen to this guy 4 years ago, that was the time when I started my dropshipping career, okay? I was listening to this guy, and I was listening to Tony Robbins, and I was listening to Bob Proctor, and few other, but those are the major ones. They just changed my thinking. Guys, this is the number one rule. If you want to succeed, even in a dropshipping, I don't know about, it actually doesn't matter, in any other businesses. There is a lot of things, not the technical, not the most important is not the how to list properly or how to get the keywords there done properly or titles properly. It's secondary stuff. The technical, the tactics, everything what I shared in my courses, it's secondary. This is not primarily. Primary stuff is the mindset. And this is the biggest issue for all people in, and I will share with you in a minute about this, but this is the biggest issue why people are not making money on, even on eBay, or it doesn't matter, on or on Amazon, or on MLM or on network marketing or on everything what they try to do as a business under the name a business or entrepreneurship or something like this, just because of the mindset. And there was a time in my life when I really was struggling, as you see here down there in this picture here, that I was trying to be like everybody else. Well, there is a kind of like plateau which has been established to our thinking that we have to think in a certain way, kind of like, because, you know, that's what majority does. That's what actually how the world works. We have been taught to think in one way, to work like I was working, and then we work hard, and I was working really hard. I was working so hard that everybody, I gained kind of like reputation as a hard-working man. Okay, if somebody needed job done, they hire me. My company, I had a small company of the guys, they hired me, and I was very hard, very like strict to my guys because I was hard worker, and I was expecting other people to work as hard as I was working. The hard working means I was working 6 days a week, at least 14 hours a day. That was my style of working, okay? Because my approach was, if I'm doing something, I'm doing something, okay? I don't have time for bullshit. I don't have time for like relaxing. I was gonna relax for someday else, and so that was my approach, okay? That was approach of like hardworking man. But guys, this leads to nowhere actually. You can work as hard as you want, but this will gonna give you only existence. And it's the same in a dropshipping. You don't have to work hard for some while. For some certain like how to say this, for a period of time, there is a place where you'll need to work hard, all right? But it shouldn't be like daily agenda. There is a time when you have to work maybe hard, but you have to work smart, and that's not the hard working changed my lifestyle, but the thinking changed my lifestyle. That's why I brought up this guy here, that this is the guy and his stuff. This changed my income. This changed all my approach even to the dropshipping. And I was able to get from here to there. Okay, this is thinking, not conformity, not to conform. The Earl Nightingale, he's talking a lot about conformity. Okay, so, and this is one of the things I mentioned already in the very beginning of this call, that we will not don't talk about your dropshipping business unless it's something good. Okay, I want you to hammer down this in your thinking and put in your wall or whatever you do. Don't talk about it's not only about dropshipping business, but even don't talk about your relationships unless it's something good. Don't talk about your economy unless it's something good. Don't talk about your health unless it's something good. You can put whatever you want in the dropshipping business in those two words. If you don't like dropshipping, replace them with another words, what you want. I don't care about. Don't talk about anything unless it's something good. So this is kind of like motto. This is kind of like this is very important, that this is the stuff what we are going to do in the mastermind. That's why I said we will not gonna address any issues. I don't care about the issues here. Issues is welcome to the world, actually. Welcome to the reality. The issues are everywhere. We don't have to talk about the issues. We have to talk about what is the win for the week. And by the way, now there is a chat. I want you to, because we were gonna go back to those chat boxes, and this is what we were gonna do in our future mastermind sessions, that we will always start with the things like, what was your win for the week? What was your win for the week? Now it's Sunday, okay? And what was your one win for this week? It could be whatever. well, I sold crazy expensive item. I made my first sale, or I made this week 10 sales, or I made Thursday was a crazy day. I made 8 sales per whatever. What was your win for the week? This is what I want to hear from you. Because you see, when you go on the Facebook groups, even if you look to our groups, whatever group it is, 799 Alpha Course or whatever group it is, okay, you can see what type of questions people are asking there, and this is normal, because this is how we used to operate. This is how we used to think. That's why we have to change our thinking, because you see, this is, I have been shared this concept from many different aspects, but I will gonna share with you here again. Let's say the blue here, the blue cycle here, the oval, it's representing the eBay, all right? And you can see I divided eBay here, and on one side, it's kind of like the biggest side, and this side is the smallest side, okay? So this is about this is the majority, 95% are here on this side, on the left side. The 95%, they are building some kind of like weird houses. You see, even the roof is just to make some animation here. The roofs, they don't know even how to put it right together, all pieces. That's why I put it purposely like this. Okay, and there is a reason why people are doing this. But guys, I didn't came up with this concept. Don't think that I made this concept. No, I just follow the experts. And the experts said already, started from the late 90s. Well, actually, this is what the Earl Nightingale is saying already in the midst of the last century, that the experts said that only 5% makes to the grade. Only 5%, only 5% out of every 100 in any life industry, in any business industry, or in any life area, only 5% makes to the grade, which means I have no reason to doubt that the dropshipping would be something exceptional, where the people would make 50% to be successful. But if he said at that time already that out of every 100 people, only 5 people make successfully. There was he mentioned about all those different. That's what I suggested you to listen. Maybe there is the best. What I like the most is the strangest secret in the world. You can find on the YouTube that one, and where he explains how we go from 25 to 65, from the age to 25 to 65, and how the thinking affects our progress and our success. Okay, so the quote, what you have seen here, you see, success is the progressive realization of the worthy goal or ideal. This is where I get the concept, which I was applying and which I still emphasizing in any group, that process, your dropshipping process have to be in progressive way, that we have to keep the process in progressive way. That's where I got the idea from him. I learned this, and when I started to implement this idea in my practice, I saw how it works, because I didn't came up with this. I'm not innovator, but I just implemented some business ideas from the people who are learning and teaching the business, not teaching dropshipping, but who teaching business. And I implemented those business ideas in my dropshipping practices, and that's what made me different. That's what changed my life. And when I was doing the dropshipping, and when I'm still doing the dropshipping, I can see that the most questions are only, when you go to Facebook groups, even to my groups, I said, only are here. The people are asking questions to each other about the stuff, how to conform, how to be on the same page and how to do this and how to do that, and they are asking questions like those 95%. They ask questions to each other, and they get answer from each other, from the same 95% folks. So this is not thinking. This is not thinking. This is conformity, because if there is only few guys over that side who succeed, who makes more than 1,000 per month, only few of them. The majority are on this side, and there is a reason for that. Of course, there is a reason for that. Why 95% are on the left side and 5% are only on that side? All right, there is a reason for that. But this is not the group you want to follow, guys. This is not the group you want to follow. This is the crowd. This is the crowdy stuff. And what is the conformity in our industry or in our dropshipping? It's just so simple. We do the same. We're just going around the Facebook groups, from Facebook group to Facebook group, to look what people are posting there, what kind of DSM tool they are using, what maybe there is some new tool coming out. Maybe there is some alien who can list items instead of us, and track the prices and do the job instead of us, and think instead of us. Because you see, our driving force is not to think. This is very natural for us, because we don't like think. We like conform. We're just looking for the same, for the easy stuff. And that's one of the reasons why most of the people are finding out that they are one of the 95%. Okay, few of them only are making over 1,000. Guys, I have been in dropshipping 4 years. All right, 4 years. I know some of, even in my group, some of the sellers, they have been far longer than me, but I have been 4 years. But you see, I started dropshipping out with this DS domination, that kind of 4 years ago, and then I don't have the slide for this, but here is another group I made. I paid this. I don't know. I know that a few guys are in Alpha Course who know this company here. This was made by one of the. This is actually made by the innovator of dropshipping. Okay, he was my mentor, the innovator of dropshipping, the guy who came up with the concept of dropshipping on eBay. Okay, so this dropshipping started from him on a DS domination, and that was the first known course out there. It was crashing at that time. That was the time when I was working like a badass, and I was so bad at one point that I was so in a struggle that I already shared that I didn't have even $20 to buy the course, and I was borrowing from my oldest son $20 to be able to. Well, that's a shame, but of course that was the situation where I came from, to buy his course, okay, in a DS domination. But then they split, the company split, and he went away, and there was some issues and leadership there, and he made his own course, this 129 days, and I was jumping into that with my 100%. It was $297. The price was $297 for the course there. So I was there, and this changed my life. This changed. Guys, there is not so many videos over there. There was videos, but I was digging through those videos, I don't know, 10 times, 15 times. And today I receiving some messages like some people are buying my course like $7.99. They buy it $7.99, and the next day they text me, I finished. What's next? I'm done with the course. What's next? And why is this and this and this? I'm thinking, fuck, what are thinking? So it's kind of, I don't know. It's really difficult for me to understand that it's kind of like you are reading newspaper or what. You just read it through, and you say, so I'm done. I have seen this movie. What's next? Where is the next episode? So this is not how how it works. I was studying this. I was studying this stuff from beginning till the end many times. Okay, and I realized that he had the same like, you can't buy this any, I think you cannot buy. There is a few of course students who have the same, have been going through the same, but this is outdated information already. So all those topics, what most of them, more than 50%, I would say more than 70% is outdated information, which doesn't apply now. But the strangest thing, and well, this is the dangerous and the most saddest thing, is that this group still have more than 2,000 members, and I'm the one of the group as well on Facebook. Okay, and the people are still doing the same outdated information and applying the same outdated tactics to their dropshipping, and they are reaping results. But the results are here. Those are the results here. All right. I'm not saying that this is a bullshit or what. No, this was working completely perfect years ago. Even last year it was working, still was working last year. Let's say in the beginning of last year, it was working still very good. Okay, everything was working, almost everything. But I started to find out that something is not working, and I differentiate myself. And that's why I automatically, at the very beginning, I jumped to that side of income, because while other people were struggling with the income here to get to the first 1,000, I was far over the first, on this side already, because I was not relating. I was not even chatting with those guys. I was just regularly going to the group there and seeing what they are posting. And I was like, my thinking was, guys, you are always posting just the problems. You're always posting, think. This is not the magic pill. There is a videos, there is a concept. There is a concept explained in these videos, but you have to dig into those videos and take the meat and leave the bones. That's what the videos, that's what the training means. And that's exactly what I did. I did a lot of thinking myself. There was like a idea, I got one thing out of video, just even one thing, maybe, just even one thing, one tip from one video. And this I implemented in my own practice. I needed this, and then I worked out this. This is how it works. There is this was one training. Another training is right here. It's the same. It's internet owned. It's still on there. It's still almost 1,000 members there, but it's still outdated. And for this, I paid 1,100. But I'm not regretting at all, because this made me a lot of money. Because again, I just get some few things out of this. A lot of things I knew already, but I got few things out of here. And I was like, kind of like, oh shit, I paid 1,100 for this. But on the end, in the end of the day, those few things I sucked out from here made me tens of thousands. All right. I don't, when I'm jumping into some course, I'm not looking for completely new, fresh, everything new, everything shiny. I didn't know all about this. Most of the times I knew already most of this. It doesn't matter, but I'm looking for those nuggets, what I can apply, because sometimes only one small idea, one small tweak can make everything different in your business. Okay. So this is, why 95%? Why people then don't think? Well, I think this is also a very good question, and I think the people find out all kinds of sorts of explanation why it's easier just to follow the crowd, not to think. And this is, well, that's how it is. We conform because it seems to be much easier thing to do. And then we jumping on the Facebook to look what others are doing, others 95 what we are doing. You see, guys, because one thing when what I'm doing is I am in both those Facebook groups here. I stopped posting there. I stopped commenting there already a year ago or half year ago. I'm not engaging there because I don't want to pay attention to those guys. I did it in the beginning. I did it, but I was like, my results growing up like this, and those guys was over here, there, and even there. But my results started to grow up there, and I stopped posting or something, asking questions right here, because mostly I got answers from those guys and sometimes from those guys. And then I stopped. You know why? Because one of the reasons why I stopped posting my results, because those small guys, they start to throw the rocks to me. Because I'm outgrowing them. And I'm just, you know, when you build your house here, right? When you build your house and somebody else is building the bigger house beside of you, what's the problem? What's the problem? The problem is you are blocking their view, okay? And they are tracking, you're blocking their, they can't see the sun anymore, okay? They can't see the future anymore, and kind of like you are doing something weird, you are cheating, you are doing something like you are the bad guy, you are building skyscraper, you are the greedy guy, you are the rich one, you're and stuff like this, and they are throwing rocks to you. You see, those guys, they are who are over that side, over 1,000. I found out they are throwing rocks to you very seldom, very, very seldom, if at all. The rock throwers are on this side. Those are the who throw the rocks, because they are grumbling and complaining about everything. My house is this. I can't put the roof. I can't make the title right. How do you make the titles and stuff like this? They find out every kind of reason outside themselves why they are not succeeding. The video is not so good. The Amazon cheated them. The buyer may cheated them. Now they lost $5 on the sale and stuff like this. That's what I said, that we don't talk about your dropshipping business unless it's something good, okay? So, well, you know, actually the children, they are like, sometimes they are doing the same. They can be cruel to those who are different, right? That's, if you remember your time in a school, right? If you are different than the children, those 95%, they are, if you are different, your hairstyle is different, or your color of hair or skin of hair, I don't know, different, they can be cruel to you. This is kind of like 95% still are children on eBay dropshipping. As you start to earn money, as you start to earn your income, you become to this side, and you don't have time for such a bullshit here. So you don't want to be one of them, okay? So, and guys, I want just just to drive your attention to one main thing: thinking. That's why I started this session with the mindset, like thinking. Everything what you are producing outside in your eBay account, on your eBay dropshipping page account, whatever you have them, one account or two accounts, it doesn't matter. It comes out, sometimes people, they said, hey, Andre, I have one account, should I open another account? Well, usually my answer is yes, go for it, because this is what I'm doing, okay? This is how I made. When I started, I made one account, then I made another account, then I don't want to dig in this history already. I have been explaining it many times that eBay suspended, I open another account and stuff like this. But why they suspended me? Because I was doing the wrong stuff. So what's the point for opening for you new account if you don't change your thinking? If you think that with the same approach, with the same outdated information what you know, with the same foundation what you know, you were going to open another account and you were going to implement the same outdated information and you were going to succeed, this is nonsense. But anyway, most of the times I'm not digging so deep, but I'm just replying, yes, okay, open another account. But I should always kind of like needed to say like extension, like, but please do not use in the same method, do not use the same style, do not use the same like what you did already, because there is a reason why eBay suspended you, or there is a reason why you are not succeeding with one account already. If you were gonna do the same stuff on your another account, on the account number 2, probably, most likely, you were gonna reap the same results as you're reaping now. So the wisest way to open another account would be if you are succeeding with one account and you got this, wow, yes, it's going, yes, then you are open another account and do the same on another account, okay? But if you are not succeeding with one account, what's the point for opening another account then? So this is all, it's based in our thinking. And you see, this is a, so we got the 799, all right. So we got the 799, and we start doing the 799 kind of like the same, right? It's kind of like, that's what I teach, to put your name on a platform here. We have to conform for some while. That's what we have to do. We start like everybody else. That's how we start. We cannot jump in a eBay and say, hey, I'm succeeding, I know how to do, I'm building my 5%, I'm one of the 5%, hallelujah. So no, we do as everybody else does. We just getting our feet wet there, all right? So we just looking around, we find somebody who is selling, we try to cut his price, all right, with the 799. Yes, that's what we start. That's where we're starting out, but we are not staying there. We have to grow. We have to outgrow those 95. We have to be on that side. And that's where I gave you the blueprint in 799. This is what you do. First day, second week, third month, stuff like this, everything. In other words, it's what? It's this one. This is success in progressive realization of 40 goal RID. The process in progressive realization. In other words, I brought to you the blueprint, the process, what to do week by week, in progressive way, how to realize, how to make the realization of the goal. What's the goal? Let's say the goal is how to earn first 1,000. Well, start by 799, and this is the process how you progressively can make realization of this ideal, of this goal, because you have to do some things in a certain way, in a way like eBay likes. It's not my concept. I said I just learned those concepts and I implemented in my practice, and that's why I'm getting results. And other people are, most of the people, they're just throwing rocks to me, but I'm okay with this because I know I have been in that side and I have been on this side, and I'm building up myself surely for in one of those 5%. So, but this is where we start, guys. Nothing wrong to start out as everybody else. Nothing wrong with this. But wrong is if we stay as everybody else. That's why 799 is so important. This is like kind of like where we start out on a 799 on the eBay dropshipping. We start out there. Then we discover, oh, there is an alpha course, okay, and we have to start doing things kind of like a bit different. We start to make titles a bit different, because in 799 we don't make titles very different. We just copy a paste title in an ethical way, and then we delete some kind of like useless keywords what they use in a title, and we upgrade the title with our own keywords, okay, with our own, like we take the mess out of the keywords, and you know all the system how it goes, okay. So but in the alpha course we have to start thinking. That's where you have to start think. That's where you have to start to jump to be on this side with the thinking, not with conformity, but with the thinking. This is like a barrier here, okay, that everybody who wants to conform and to do as everybody else does, they still on this side. But if you want to be on that side, you have to use your thinking. So the next step is, then we got well, there is a streaming club. Oh, all right. And in the streaming club, we have to do things different because we have to think different. It's a very different thinking. Not only doing, but thinking different. That's where I start to teach you the spiral technique, okay? It's a totally different approach. But you cannot start with the spiral technique in the 799 because it will not gonna work. And this is, there is the spiral technique you cannot apply even if you don't have daily sales because it doesn't make any sense. The first what you need to be on this side to get daily sales. Okay, then you go to that side, you start to think and to just grow your account. But the first you have to do, as everybody else does, make foundation, lay down foundation. So there is a kind of, there is not rocket science, guys, not rocket science at all. It's all about the thinking. Not to conform with this majority, but to think, to separate yourself. That's what actually we have to show on eBay, that we are separating ourselves. We are not as the same, but we are doing things differently. So, and if you follow the crowd, so actually what we are doing, we are singing the same song, okay, like everybody else is singing, but this is not a good idea. If we think independently and follow our own good ideas, I need some coffee. Our own good ideas, which we discover during the spiral technique. That's what I said to you. I said, you find out what you are selling and work around that. Work around that success. Okay, because there should be some clue. Success leaves clue. I think Tony Robbins says that. Success leaves clue. So if you sold something, there should be some clues why you sold it. Okay, work around this. This is why I said, don't talk about shit, okay, unless it's something good. Think about why you sold, not why you are not selling, but why do you sold. We have to direct or give command to our mind. And that's actually what we are doing, because sometimes we focus too much to the why it's not going, why it's not going, why I'm not selling, what's wrong, why it's not sales. So it will gonna stay for quite a while if we're still thinking why I'm not selling. More profitable, I found out, is to think why this was sold, why I'm selling this. What else I can sell around this? What else can be connected to this product? If they are buying this once a day, what is the point? Why they buying this once a day? Because it's very cheap, because my titles are good, because my keyword, because I tapped into good keywords, or maybe it's because of the pictures. What's the point? Why I have to find out why it's selling so good? This is where you have to find out. That's where the spiral technique works. That's why thinking is so important in our business, in our industry here. Okay, so by saying this, do not follow the crowd, but follow the creation. We don't have to copy. We start with copy paste on this side, okay? That's where we do copy paste in an ethical way, but then we start to create here, and here we create absolutely outstanding. Create, from copy paste to create. We have to get away from there, because in a business to make some like significant income here, it's only with the creation. It's not with the copy paste. Copy paste method was working in 2014 when I was working, and I started to do copy paste, and it worked good for a while. Then it stopped working. But I was so lucky that I got my mindset changed, and I was jumping to another side, and I figured out why it's not working. It's not working because people copy paste. And I said, shit, I will not gonna copy paste. I will not gonna play the game cutting price all the time. This is where I started, but I will gonna create. And I started to create, and I created my success. So I hope it makes sense for you guys. Okay, there is nothing really what can keep us away from succeeding even on dropshipping. Nothing. if we start thinking. But everything will gonna go wrong if we will stay on this time and on this side and conform with the majority what is doing there, talking there, trying to focusing on there and looking for things how to cheat eBay or something like this. It's not gonna work. I don't know. I haven't been going that way, but I have seen how people are struggling on that side and still not making sales. The only thing what I think is wrong with this side is that those guys, they don't think. Because think yourself a little bit here, because you know what's the most important aspect for them is here. The most important aspect is what everybody else is teaching out there. You need some kind of tool. You need some kind of monetizing software. You need some kind of like anything outside of you who will gonna make the 5% the riches for you, okay? And this is absolutely bullshit. But people like the bullshit because you don't have to do much there, because you just pay DSM tool membership and then you pay another tool there and then you pay some tool there, and they are kind of like doing work instead of you. And this is experience, this is proven in their practice. And that's where people are struggling, and they are looking for what? They are not looking for how to change their thinking, how to be exceptional, but they are looking for another new tool. And that's why they keep staying in the 95% side. That's kind of, it sounds easy. It sounds, as I said, it sounds, just let me know if it makes sense for you, or it's everything is so complicated. Put in the chat box, let me know if you understand something at least. How to move forward is, I know only one thing how to move ahead. It's not hard work. The hard work, hard work is for existence. If you want to make your life, you must think. You must use your thinking if you want. If you want to make just a living for living, this is okay. Existence, pay bills, pay rent, you can do this. I did this. I even took my family over to California, from Europe to California for the Disneyland every year from year. I think 7 years on a row. I was working like a dumbass to be able to Christmas take my family over there. Okay, I made some money, of course, but I ruined my future. I ruined my relationships, and I ruined my thinking, actually, my own ability, who I am. Okay, this is not the way. Not even in dropshipping. We don't have to work hard in dropshipping. We have to think what we are doing in dropshipping. All right. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. Questions, or what was your win of the week? We have to practice this, guys. If we will not gonna practice this, we will not gonna wake up one morning and find out that, wow, we are positive thinkers right now. Yesterday I was thinking crap, and now I can think only good stuff and only good things I can do since from today. Okay, no, doesn't work like this. You have to post, you have to comment your wins for the week. This is why I always recommend and I always like when people are posting successes, especially the newbies. I like them because when they start out, they get excited. Hey, you see, in my first week, I got my first sale. This is the best what I can see out there. This inspires me because I don't care about your 200 profit, what you made on your third month. But it's more inspirational when somebody else who started out, he posts his success, that he got his first sale, then he got his 3 sales in a week. Wow, I never made 3 sales in a week. For some 3 sales in a week, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to quit dropshipping. For some, it's like a life-changing experience. because there is not the meaning is in the numbers, but the meaning is in a spirit, in a kind of like behind that what we are posting there. That's why I like all those, and I love all those posts and comments where people are just sharing their wins, If you don't have anything, you can share what your win was for the last week, or what was, it just makes me think that you don't have anything to share good, or you are just losing, or you cannot identify anything good in your life or in your, let's say, dropshipping business, in what you are doing. Because those guys here, those are so loud. They are so loud. And those guys are so quiet. I know those are so quiet, especially on this side. I don't know. This is a strange secret for me as well. But just because those guys here should be louder than those guys here, but it appears to be that the 95% is much more louder. And I don't know, maybe because it's majority, but I think those who are on this side, or if the people would start to post or to comment more positive, more wins, and this is up to you. You don't have to do this. I'm just recommend you to do this, but you don't have to do this, because if you will start doing this, you probably will get some rocks as well from those guys. But well, that's the part of the success, because somebody will not gonna like that you are growing, and that's my experience, guys. Okay, I got some wins. Nice. I got my first $36 profit on sale. First sale that gave me more than $5 profit. Great, absolutely great. This is great stuff. This is great stuff. Now try to find out, why did you get the sale? There is some clue. Try to find out why, and try to spiral this up. Okay, maybe if you sold the phone holder for the phone, just because the phone holder stays in front of me, just pick it up. It's okay. If this is phone holder, maybe try to sell something connected with the phone holder. What would be with the phone holder connected? I don't know. Just how to. I explained this already in a spiral technique. Okay, try to work out. Sometimes maybe your first keywords are very powerful. Maybe you tap into the first keywords. Okay, your main keywords. Try to use the same main keywords with similar product, just testing out. That's where we have to use our thinking. You have to find out for yourself. I cannot help you there, guys. I can help you with the tactic, with the strategy, how it is, but I cannot help. I'm not able to help you. I cannot do the job instead of you. I can just direct you how to do this, because this is how I'm doing this. Okay, but this is really good, the result. Okay. All right, my win last 2 weeks was get as many sales during the weekend, and I did in a whole weeks ago, and also my average daily profit raised from 5 to 25 last 2 weeks. That's excellent. That's good. It's another win. You see, we have to start sharing the wins, and this is what I want in the future, that when we meet here, you will always face the same question. We will meet in now it's kind of like webinar style, okay? But we will gonna meet in a Zoom when we can talk with each other. But I want to hear only wins. By the way, I posted in a streaming club, there is another, go to your back office and read the story 333. I want you to read the story 333. This is from my coach, Bob Proctor, and his story. He sent it to me, and it's inspirational. It's kind of like, wow, I like that stuff. And I want you to read that story, and just this is cool stuff. This is if you want to be in a 5% side, guys, you have to do what the 5% are doing. You have to be different. You have to think different. You have to act different if you want different lifestyle. It's just that's what I learned. It's not my aspect. I'm learning this, and this is how it works. Okay. Okay. At least few wins we got. Cool. That's cool. Guys, I think we have to finish here. The time is over, coming close. All right. I know that I will gonna do this in the future, as I said already. One thing I want you to do for me, please, because we have to divide the mastermind groups in the future. I will not gonna be leading one big, huge mastermind group because we cannot be very productive in one huge group. Okay, we have to divide in separate groups. I want you to send me on my message on Messenger on Facebook few things: where you come from and what languages you speak. Okay, because we will try to find out different groups. Let's say there is Spanish speaking people and there is Russian speaking people and English speaking people, but write down what languages do you speak. All right, so I can freely speak in 3 languages. Okay, Latvian, Russian, and English. Okay, so write down 3 languages in which you can communicate. Okay, and the place where you are living, because it's for the time zone. You see, because it's 10:52 in here in Vancouver, and probably somebody in China is sleeping, so it's not a good fit. So we have to, I have to somehow to fit the groups in people of 5 to 7 or 5 to 10 people in the group to be productive. Okay, to think productive. We can discuss how to do things in a better way, what we find out about how it works. Okay, anything. And it's just for the future to be more productive. That's what I said. This is webinar now, just introduction, but we were gonna work in the groups. All right, so what languages can you speak, and where you located, to find out what's your time zone. Then send me those 2 things on my messenger. All right, and well, that's it. That's it for now. I wish you. Hopefully, there is somebody has Sunday still. I have nice weather here, and I wish you to really think about what are you doing. And this is guys, this is not it. This is not it. I probably I will share with you a lot more in some cooperative like calls or something like this, because dropshipping is, as I used to say already, I mentioned earlier, dropshipping is only one income stream for me, only one. I have 5 of them. Okay, I found out that there is no meaning to put the information out there for all of them right there, because it's I don't need the rocks. It's too much arrows and too much rocks already. So I will gonna share the information most likely only on this group, on those who are on a streaming club. It doesn't mean that you have to do what I'm doing, no, but I will just share with you what I am doing, and probably by hearing this you will get some idea. That's my meaning, that's my point. Okay, maybe you will gonna start something totally different, but that's absolutely okay. I will just share with you what I'm doing and how I'm doing, and to generate some idea for you that you can have this aha moment. I can do this and this. All right, that's what I did when I was learning, when I was buying those courses. I was buying the courses, I go through, dig deep in those videos, just not to copy paste exactly what they said, but just to find out some idea from them and to have this aha moment. And then I started to doing myself. By using their idea, I started to doing myself, and that's how quickly I find myself on another side here. Okay, and eventually on this side here. That's why I cannot teach you how to trade bitcoins. Okay, first of all, I don't like Bitcoin, I don't believe them, but I cannot teach you. Whatever the great success stories out there is, I don't care about this, okay? But I can teach you just only those things what I am doing and sharing with you. Most, not so much teaching, but just sharing and to give you kind of like, some of you will like it, some of you probably will ask me, hey Andrew, can I join this and this and so this, but some of you will have your own idea. That's my purpose. All right, so this is in the future, just to give you some more ideas what will gonna happen. Okay guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you took time. I will try to make this recording in a recording format, but I'm not a tech guy. That's the problem. If I will mess up something, it will be very bad for other people, but I will try to do my best to save it and to put in a recording and to put in a back office that other people can see the replay, okay? So, by saying this, have a good time and I wish you a lot of success and thinking. And don't forget about this guy. Go and listen even now, straight away. The Strangest Secret in the World. I'm listening, guys. I don't know. I think I have been listening The Strangest Secret in the World more than 100 times. Most definitely more than 100 times, with no exaggeration. So, thank you, guys. Bye-bye, and see you next time. All right?